Today, Michael Jordan turns 57 years old, and we're going to give you 23 reasons why MJ is still the GOAT.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Now, my first reason is that MJ has so much profound respect for all the legends, all the greats that came before him, that he doesn't even like to think of himself as the GOAT.
I don't want it in a sense because I think it disrespects Wilt Chamberlain, Jerry West, all the guys that prior to me, I never had a chance to play against. What everybody's saying I am, I never had the chance to compete against other legends that was prior to me. When I hear it, I cringe a little bit because, it's a little bit embarrassing because no one knows, I never had the chance once again to play against those guys, I would love to have played against them, but I never did, and for you to say that I'm better than him, I mean, it's your opinion. It's their opinion. I accept that as their opinion. If you ask me, I would never say that I'm the greatest player, and that's because I never played against all the people that represented the league prior to my career.
No one loved the game of basketball like Michael Jordan. How much did he love the game of basketball? He got a love of the game clause that stipulated in his contract that he could play it anytime, any place, anywhere.
In fact, he's the only professional basketball player who has what they call a love of the game clause in his contract.
If you love the game, you're dedicated to it. I just love to play.
You don't ever lose sight of the fact that, my God, I love playing this game.
It's great. I love the game of basketball, and I feel that if I didn't get paid right now, I still play the game of basketball without a doubt.
Only player ever to win an NCAA title with North Carolina in a game that he hit a game winner in against Georgetown, 2 gold medals, and multiple NBA championships. So no player in history has won multiple gold medals, multiple NBA championships, and an NCAA title. That is the full Monty right there. That is, you clean house, you win every title there is to win, and then you multiply that. Magic Johnson, he came close. He won an NCAA title, multiple NBA championships, but only 1 gold medal. So got one with the Dream Team, and then he also got one back in 1984. He's never lost 3 straight games since 1981. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, in teams led by Michael Jordan, they never lost 3 straight games. His regular season win total, 706 in 15 seasons, 1991. Since that championship year, Michael Jordan teams had never lost 3 consecutive games. Michael Jordan never missed a playoff game. Michael Jordan never missed 1 playoff game. So when it mattered the most, MJ was there and available. He played all 179 postseason games, and he finished his postseason career with a 119-60 record. I mean, that's just unbelievable because you're playing in an era much more physical, but not to miss 1 playoff game. And next, Michael Jordan, he played in all 82 games at age 40. So in 2002 and 2003, he played in all 82 games. His last year with the Chicago Bulls, 97-98, he didn't need any rest. Played all 82 games. Load manage that.
Hey.
Michael Jordan playing all 82 games like it was nothing. In 1985, he led the league in points. And then from 1987 to 1998, he leads all of the NBA. And he averaged more than 30 points per game in 8 seasons and ended up with 10 scoring titles. So 10 scoring titles for Michael Jordan. In case you're keeping score at home, LeBron James has 1 to his name. So Michael Jordan, 10 times he's led the league in scoring, then never scored single digits in a playoff game. Number 6, he's never scored single digits in a playoff game. Jordan never had a single-digit playoff game. So, hey, he played all playoff games, didn't miss one. He never scored single digits, not even in 179 games. He had 0 clunkers, so 0 clunkers. And next, Michael Jordan was the ultimate microwave player. He could heat up in an instant. Michael Jordan scored 40 points in 9 and 50 in 3 consecutive regular season games. So 40 points, 9 consecutive games, and 50 points in 3 consecutive regular season games. And he also put up back-to-back 50-point games in the playoffs. So you're talking about a guy with such a prolific scorer. He'd get hotter than any player. You saw the shrug game. Something came over him, and it was the greatness. And next, most 30, 40, and 50-point games in playoff history. So we mentioned his 175, 79 postseason games, and he had 30 points or more in 109 of those games, right? Who's second? Kobe Bryant at 88. And he also tallied 38 40-point games, with Jerry West being the runner-up with 40. So shout out to the logo, by the way, 20 40-point games for the logo. So Michael Jordan, 38 40-point playoff games. He holds the record with 8 50-point games. So 8 50-point games for Michael, 38 40-point games, and then 109 30-point games. So not only has he never gone single digits in the playoffs, he's being extra productive and just dominating as a scorer in those games. So just to recap, 30 points or more in 109, 40 points or more in 38, and 50 points or more in 8. All of those are records. Also, he holds the record for most points scored in a playoff game with 63. So Michael Jordan, he scored 63 points against one of the best Boston Celtics teams ever, the 1986 Boston Celtics, where Michael Jordan just straight up put on an absolute show against Larry Legend and company. He dropped 63 in that game, and Larry Bird famously said right after the game, that man wearing 23 was God disguised as Michael Jordan. So you got guys like Larry Bird singing his praise, Jordan dropping 63 against a team that's widely considered to be in the conversation for greatest teams of all time. So he led the league in win shares in per. So win shares in per, Michael Jordan dominates, right? Michael Jordan all-time with per 27.9. LeBron is second with 27.6. Shaq is in the mix at 27.4. Anthony Davis is currently in that mix as far as win shares per 48. Michael Jordan is number one. So all the analytics will tell you Michael Jordan is still the best player. Michael Jordan was an underrated triple-double machine. If he wanted to, he could have been Oscar Robertson. He could have done what Russell Westbrook has pulled off in these last 3 years. Michael Jordan in 1988-89 season, he recorded 10 triple-doubles in 11 games, averaging 33.6 points per game, 11.4 assists per game, 10.8 rebounds, and 2.9 steals per game. So we're talking 10 triple-doubles in 11 games for Michael Jordan. So if he wanted to, he could have ran the point. He got triple-doubles all day. Michael Jordan was a phenomenal defender. Next, we got Michael Jordan was a two-dimensional, both sides, a two-way player like what you see with Kawhi Leonard. Now, Michael Jordan was all that and then some. Michael Jordan was a lethal lockdown defender. He also had 200 steals in his career, 100 blocks for 2 seasons, and finished with 893 career blocks, which is the most for any guard in NBA history. Also, this guy won the Defensive Player of the Year award as a guard in 1987 and 1988. Next, we got points per game in NBA history. Points per game in NBA playoff history. When it matters most, Michael Jordan is the only player in NBA history to average more than 30 points per game in the playoffs. He averages 33.4 points per game. Next is Allen Iverson. Shout out to AI. He's coming in at number 2 at 29.7. Then Jerry West at 29.1. No one is going to come close to touching Michael Jordan's playoff average. Michael Jordan owns the NBA Finals. Bill Russell, it's called the Bill Russell NBA Finals Award. That's great. You gotta love Bill Russell. He's won the most, but come on now. Michael Jordan owned the NBA Finals. Michael Jordan, 6 for 6 in the NBA Finals, hit the game winner in Game 6 of '98, 6 for 6 in Finals MVPs. What more can you say about MJ in the NBA Finals? No one's gonna touch that. 6 for 6. If he doesn't play baseball, he's probably 8 for 8. I mean, seriously. Yeah, one of the most underrated shots to me in Michael Jordan history that no one really talks about is Game 3 of the 1991 NBA Finals against the Los Angeles Lakers. The series was split. Magic Johnson, the Lakers, had won Game 1 in Chicago. Michael Jordan, the Bulls, were trailing 2 with less than 10 seconds, no timeouts. Michael Jordan goes coast to coast and hits a mid-range jumper to tie it at 89, and the Bulls would eventually win in overtime. So Michael Jordan, he ties that game. They win that game. They win their first championship. If they lose that game, Lakers are up 2-1. Who knows what happens in that series, though. Next, Michael Jordan was absolutely ridiculous in 1993. He was Charles Barkley's worst nightmare in 1993. Jordan absolutely torched the Phoenix Suns. Michael Jordan scored 4 consecutive 40-point games. 4 consecutive 40-point games in the NBA Finals against the league MVP. He scored 55 points in Game 4. Michael Jordan dropped. He's like, bro, you got that Maurice Podolov MVP trophy? I'm about to win this Finals MVP trophy on you. Jordan, that series, averaged 41 points per game. Michael Jordan's three-point shooting, that he couldn't shoot a 3, that was an absolute myth. You saw what he did in the 1992 NBA Finals against Clyde Drexler. Everyone was trying to say, oh, Clyde Drexler, he's Michael Jordan. He's a better shooting Michael Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan said, okay, I'm going to make 6 straight three-pointers on you. Michael Jordan had 35 points at the half. Of course, Ray Allen, he's the record holder. He made 7 threes against the Los Angeles Lakers back in 2010. The next, I got Game 6. I have Game 6 of the 1998 NBA Finals as its own reason because it was on display all of Michael Jordan in a 40-second span.
They swat at it and steal it. Here comes Chicago. 17 seconds. 17 seconds from Game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan open. Chicago with the lead.
Michael Jordan, he hits the layup to bring it within 1. And then 40 seconds left, he leaves his defender, rips the ball from Karl Malone, goes over, and then look, yeah, maybe it was a little push off on Byron Russell, but that's what the greats do. All the greats have all the tricks in the bag. Michael Jordan's 6 championships, how many Game 7s were there? None. None of Michael Jordan's finals ever went to Game 7. Then next, I got Michael Jordan sneakers.
Yo, this is Mars Blackman, and this is my main man, Michael Jordan. And this is a pair of tight Air Jordans from Nike. This is something you can buy. And this is a patented, vicious, high-flying 360 slam dunk. This is something you cannot do. Let me repeat myself. This you can buy. You cannot do this. Can. No!
Michael Jordan sneakers changed the culture. The reason why I know Roman numerals is because of Michael Jordan, okay? My favorite Michael Jordan sneaker all time is the Jordan 11. It does not get better than that patent leather, and my favorite colorway is either Space Jams or the Breads. I mean, you got guys wearing Jordans to prom, to their weddings, people who don't even know what basketball is, people that aren't even fans of the game, people that never even saw Jordan play, to this day are lining up. They're camping out to pay $200-$300 for sneakers with his logo.
Gotta be the shoes. Shoes. You sure it's not the shoes?
I'm sure, Mars.
14 NBA All-Stars, 6 NBA championships, 6 Finals MVPs, 5 Most Valuable Player Awards, 10-time All-NBA First Teams, 1985 Rookie of the Year, 2-time Slam Dunk Champion. The list goes on and on and on for everything that Michael Jordan has accomplished. MJ inspired an entire generation of basketball players to be like Mike. He inspired Kobe.
His technique was flawless. I wanted to make sure my technique was just as flawless.
He inspired LeBron.
You know, when you're growing up and you're seeing Michael Jordan, it's almost like a god. I did pretty much everything that MJ did when I was a kid. I shot fadeaways before I should have. I wore a leg sleeve on my leg and folded it down so you saw the red part. I wore black and red shoes with white socks. I wore short shorts so you could see my undershorts underneath. I didn't go bald like Mike, but I'm getting there. But I'm getting there. But it'd be post-career though. That's the only thing I didn't do. But I did everything Mike did, man. I wanted to be Mike.
And he's going to continue to inspire greatness for generations to come. I've heard people say that MJ hurt his legacy when he came back to play with the Washington Wizards. To me, he was still the Wizard of Oz. Michael Jordan, at age 38, dropped 51 points, 34 first-half points. At 39, 45 points, 41 points. At age 40, he had a 43-10 game. MJ was still doing it, and he averaged 23 points, 5.7 rebounds, 5.2 assists, and 1.4 steals. Only James Harden, Anthony Davis, Kawhi Leonard, and Russell Westbrook are putting up numbers like that this season. So let's ask MJ himself. Mr. Jordan, are you the GOAT?
You think there's someone else? Prove it.
Thanks for watching the Get More Sports YouTube channel. My name is Doug McCain. You can follow me at DMac_LA. And for all the hottest sports content in the game, be sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and most importantly, give me all your takes right down below in the comments section. I want all your takes right down below in the comments section. And for all the hottest and latest sports news, head over to GetMoreSports.com.